Alright, so 4 reasons why I don't accept cash in my lawn care business. Now I'll just start out by saying I could just as easily give you 4 reasons why I do accept cash in my lawn care business, but that's not the choice I've made. I've made the choice to not accept cash in my lawn care business, and these are my 4 reasons why. The first reason is conversation with clients. Okay, I don't need any more friends. I'm good for friends. I don't need to have a chat every time I turn up to do someone's lawn. They're a client and I just want them to be a client. I just want to turn up, do the lawn, get paid. It's a good exchange and I want to leave it at that, okay? I don't want to turn up and I don't want to hear about Mrs. Smith's injured shoulder and about how it's feeling like this week and she went to the physio and blah blah blah. I don't want to hear about her gossip about the neighbors. Also, over the road they're doing this, they're doing that, they've put on a new roof. I don't care. I don't care, okay? I don't want to have a 20-minute conversation with Mrs. Smith, gossiping about her neighbors, telling me about her injured shoulder. I don't want to hear. I want to turn up, I want to do the lawn, I want to get paid, and I want to continue. So that's number 1 for me. Now the second one is that in the situation where you turn up and it's about rescheduling. So if you're getting paid in cash and you turn up to a property, you have to have if you're arranging to see that person to pay you, you're going to have a conversation with them no matter what. And chances are, and I've been through this a lot of times, if the grass hasn't grown very much, they're going to say, oh, don't do it this week. And like, you've just taken the time to travel to their place to mow their lawn, and that's such a waste of your time. So I'm not a fan of that, and it gives them an opportunity to try to reschedule on you, which of course messes with your schedule. I don't like that. My schedule is my schedule. People are supposed to work around that, not the other way around. So that is my second reason, is because they will reschedule. They'll say, not this week, can you come next week? And that's just a waste of time. So similar to that one is that if they are not home and maybe you've made arrangements for them to leave payment somewhere like in the letterbox or something like that, which I've done in the past, and they forget to leave the payment or they're not home. So now you have a situation where you're owed money and you either have to make arrangements, which means usually a phone call to make the arrangements to either A, pick up the cash next time when you visit the next time, or B, they'll say, oh, okay, well, I'll leave it in the letterbox and you can pick it up on your way past. Waste of time. I hate it. It's annoying. I hate extra phone conversations and extra conversations when they're not necessary. So that's my number 3 reason. And then the final one is that there's no record of the transaction taking place. So there's no invoice to say you've done the work, and there's also no record of them making a payment. And I have one example, which is when I went away on holiday for about 6 weeks, and I had someone doing the lawns while I was away, an employee. And so one particular client, I talked to her before going away and I said, you can either pay, there was 3 mows that were going to be done, so that was going to be $60, $180 would be the total owed when I returned. And I said, you can either pay now or you can pay it all at the end. And that was a silly mistake on my part. I learned my lesson. She said, I'll pay afterwards. When I came back, I came and to get the money, and she said, no, I paid you before you went away. And I didn't force the issue. She was an old lady, but perhaps I should have. Perhaps that was a mistake. But at the same time, a lot of times when things like this happen, I just put it down to it's my fault. There's nobody to blame except for myself. I should have taken payment before I went away so that it's all settled. And that's a price I pay to learn that lesson. So yeah, all 4 of those reasons are the reasons why I don't accept cash in my business anymore. I don't enjoy it anymore. I used to love it. When I first started out my lawn business, I loved it. I thought it was great. But I've since realized that a whole set of problems in my business, they're problems that I don't like, and maybe you don't have a problem with those things, maybe you don't mind them at all, but for me, the things that I just outlined are real problems for me. I don't enjoy them. They stop my business from moving forward, and so I want to eliminate them. And that's why I eliminated cash payments from my business, so I no longer accept cash. I do invoicing. It's done by email. People can pay by direct debit or they can pay into the account. and I find it a lot better that way. I'm really happy with it, and onwards and upwards. So I hope you like the video. Thank you.